Rachel! Simpe muttered her friend's name, her voice barely above a whisper. I heard Mr. Jimmy, the regional director, is embezzling funds from the company. Rachel's eyes widened, a mixture of excitement and fear flashing across her face. What? Simpe, are you sure? Simpe nodded, a sly smile spreading across her face. I overheard him talking to one of the accountants, and that's not all. I also heard he bought a new duplex last month with the company's fund. Rachel's expression turned serious. Simpe, this is serious. If this gets out, it could ruin Mr. Jimmy's reputation and even destroy the company. Are you sure you want to spread this around? Simpe's smile dropped for a moment, but she quickly regained her composure. I'm just sharing what I know. If people want to listen, that's their problem. Rachel's voice was filled with concern and warning. Simpe, be careful. This isn't just a gossip. It's a powder keg waiting to explode. You don't want to be the one who lights the match. Simpe simply walked out of the office, her mind already racing with the next piece of gossip she could share. She pulled out her phone and dialed her friend Emily. Hey girl, I have some juicy gist for you, Simpe said, barely containing her excitement. What is it? Emily asked in excitement. I heard that Sarah from HR is having an affair with one of the managers, Simpe said in low tone. Emily gasped. No way. Sarah again? That lady is a dog, Emily replied in disgust. Simpe nodded. I saw them together in the break room, and that's not all. I also heard that Sarah's husband is clueless about the whole thing. Emily's eyes were filled with excitement. This is huge, Simpe. You're always having the latest, hottest gist, girl. Simpe smiled to herself, feeling a sense of satisfaction and importance. She loved being the one with the latest scoop, the one who knew all the secrets. As she continued to chat with Emily, Simpe couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. She was the queen of gossip, and everyone looked up to her for the latest news. But as she hung up the phone and continued on her way, Simpe couldn't shake off the strange feeling that reminded her that her love for gossip was filling a void that she couldn't quite explain. Simpe's life was a complex web of gossip, drama, and seeking validation from others. Growing up in a dysfunctional home where her parents were always fighting and criticizing each other, Simpe never felt loved or accepted. This led her to seek validation from others, which she achieved by becoming the class gossip in high school. Sharing rumors and secret became her way of getting attention and feeling important. However, Simpe's lifestyle eventually caught up with her. She attended a wedding with her friend Emily one fateful Saturday. Being a social butterfly, Simpe quickly made friends with some of the ladies there. However, she couldn't resist sharing a juicy piece of gossip with one of the ladies. Guess what I heard about the bride? Simpe whispered cautiously. The lady's eyes widened and she leaned in closer. What is it? Simpe glanced around the room, making sure no one was listening. I heard she's been intimate before with one of the young men who came for the wedding. The lady gasped, her face filled with shock and excitement. No way. Wonders will never end, she exclaimed in amazement. Unfortunately, the gossip spread like wildfire, causing a huge commotion and embarrassment for Simpe and Emily. The experience left Simpe feeling very ashamed. I am sorry, Emily, Simpe said, her voice filled with regret. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Emily sighed, shaking her head. Simpe, you need to be more careful. This attitude is going to get you into serious trouble one day. The incident marked a turning point for Simpe. She began to reflect on her behavior and the impact it had on those around her. She started thinking about changing her ways, but it wasn't easy. She struggled to find a new way to fill her spare time. Her attempt to volunteer at the local orphanage was initially met with skepticism. The orphanage staff were hesitant to accept her, given her reputation as a gossip. However, she persevered, determined to prove herself and make a positive change. As she spent time with the children at the orphanage home, teaching them vital life skills and sometimes rewarding their effort with beautiful gifts, she had a life changing encounter. A young child ran up to her one day as Simpe approached one of the halls at the orphanage, gave her a tight hug, and with a teary eyes, the little girl whispered, "You look like Mama." Simpe was confused. "And who is Mama?" Simpe replied with a sweet smile. "My mother," the girl replied. "Oh, sweetie, I'm so sorry I'm not your mother, but I'm here for you, okay?" The child smiled and ran back to the hall. At other times in the orphanage, some of the children would gather in different groups, staring at her with admiration. One day she overheard a child telling another child, "I want to be as kind as Miss Simpe when I grow up." May you never experience the ugly past of Simpe, Simpe muttered as she walked past. Simpe's experience at the orphanage home made a significant shift in her life. She continued to volunteer not only at the orphanage home but also at a local soup kitchen. She found a new sense of fulfillment. "Simpe, you are doing a great job here," Rachel, her co worker, said one day. "I've noticed a big change in you. You seem more confident and compassionate." Simpe smiled, slightly embarrassed. "Thanks, Rachel. I've been trying to make a change. I realize now that gossiping and hurting people was damaging my reputation." Rachel nodded, her eyes filled with encouragement. "I am proud of you, Simpe. You are taking the first step towards changing, towards making a positive life." As Simpe looked back on her journey, it dawned on her that her love for gossip has been a cry for help, a desperate attempt to fill the void left by her dysfunctional childhood. But with the help of the Lord Jesus Christ, her friend Rachel, and the children at the orphanage home, and her own determination, Simpe finally found a new sense of purpose and significance. She discovered that true fulfillment does not come from spreading gossip, but from lightening up your world and allowing the love of God to shine through you. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, make your comment, share the story, subscribe, hit the notification button for more stories.